Good evening. An economic think tank has warned that Scotland's economy is edging closer to recession. The Fraser of Allender Institute pointed to a cycle of poor growth, with the downturn in the North Sea and a contraction in manufacturing last year. But the Institute predicts that the economy is expected to pick up this year. John McManus reports.
Today's report from the Fraser of Allender Institute is clear. The outlook for Scotland's economy is uncertain. The Institute says we're in a precarious position, with the potential to tip into a recession. The reason? Scotland's growth has been consistently low over the last 2 years, lagging behind the UK as a whole.
The biggest challenge that the Scottish economy has faced recently has been the downturn in the oil and gas industry, and that has quite a disproportionate impact on Scotland relative to the rest of the UK. There is some evidence to suggest that uncertainty may also be having an impact, but it's hard to move away from this kind of general feeling that the Scottish economy is actually just in a point in the economic cycle that suggests that we've got relatively lower growth.
But there is some growth forecast for this year, just 1.2% in total, but some firms are doing well, like this one, which manufactures circuit protectors in Clydebank. It's been flourishing for nearly 50 years, despite a series of challenges.
Last year was quite a difficult year for us, I think primarily because of the political situation around the world, Brexit, and probably the oil prices, sort of the tail end of 2015 leading 2016 was quite difficult. This year we've been very, very positive. So far this financial year has been very positive and quite optimistic really going forward.
Not all businesses are so confident though. Smaller businesses operate on tighter margins, and when consumers stop spending money, they feel the pinch sooner.
This is typical of thousands of small businesses, this one employing just 4 people, and every penny spent by customers counts.
The small businesses around about here, I would say we are struggling quite a lot. Rents and rates are quite high, things are going up. A lot of shops round about here are closing down. We've been here about 18 years, but the last sort of 5-10 years, it definitely has been a bit more of a struggle. But you know, we're hanging on in there. So yeah, it is very concerning, the thought of, you know, recession.
The government says unemployment is at a record low, the weak pound helping exports. We'll find out next month whether that's enough to avoid recession and keep growing the economy. John McManus, reporting Scotland.